Hey folks, walk with me. Well, something that I've been interested in for a long time. I've spoken about it before in this playlist. The nights that I would stay up as a kid and listen to Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell. And he was talking at that time a lot about UFOs and extraterrestrials, abductions, sightings, Area 51 for sure, and disclosure. Disclosure will come up a lot, and the possibility for disclosure. And I know, from some of the things that have come out in the last several years, some folks feel like disclosure kind of already happened, and that there was basically, a shoulder shrug and nothing happened. With the current drone situation happening, I wonder, it brings all of that lies in the recesses deep within me. It bubbles it all back up for sure, because it's just something that's been sort of in my frame of reference for so long. And anytime something massive like this, I think like Phoenix Lights, when that happened, for example, it was like, oh, is this the start of something that's going to spread? And that they're going to, it's just going to be too overwhelming to continue to deny. It is interesting with the drone situation how it is seeming to spread. Whether they are credible sightings and reports or not, there is at least this public, we could call it enamoration, we could call it fear, we could call it fixation on turning commercial aircraft into UFOs. But certainly some things that do seem like drones, and some things that do seem like, I'm not sure what that is. But there's definitely people mistaking stars and planets and actual aircraft. But to me, that's less interesting than just the reality of the interest that the public seems to have in this, and that it seems to be, at least for the time being, holding its steam. Now, I'm recording this a few days before you're seeing it, so if new stuff has happened, I won't know it in this video. You can just enjoy the snowy background instead of the words that I'm saying. But yeah, it's interesting to me if things are, this feels like one of those opportunities, at least, where if disclosure was going to happen intentionally, sort of premeditatedly, or if somehow we're being sort of like thrust upon all of us, sort of unwillingly, then this feels like it's as good of a time as any. I mean, what would be more end of 2024 than that? The 2020s have been quite a doozy so far. And the other thing that has me curious is, again, if something's come out, it's just I recorded this prior. But as far as I know, Elon has not said a peep. Elon, who is like, has SpaceX, Elon, who has all of these contracts with the government, and, is very invested, at least, if not knowledgeable, about cosmos and aerospace at this point in time, and wants to populate Mars, and now owns Twitter, and just endlessly posts on there about everything else under the sun. He has been seemingly completely silent. And that seems very odd to me. That seems like, if he wanted to just be throwing a ton of shade at the government and the FBI and how it's being handled, like, he would just do it. Why would this be different than anything else? If there's something more strange afoot, maybe he would be really noticeably but awkwardly silent. in a way that he's just not about anything else. So I don't know if there's anything to that, but it is intriguing that he who just bleeds his opinion into every single homepage of Twitter, as far as I can tell, I can't log on to it without him being the top post almost every single time. I'm talking high 90s% of time. It's odd that he would be so radio silent on this when it's something everyone is talking about. It's not like this is a fringe story at the moment. It might breed fringe theories, but it isn't a fringe story. Like it's esoteric, and it's just, small corners of Reddit are discussing it or something like that. But we'll see if this just kind of dies down and goes away. Like some of the others, very strange stories that come up from time to time, and then they just disappear. Or if there's something that has some more legs to this, I don't know. But here we are. I'm cold. I'm actually not that cold. My hands are cold. I should have put gloves on, but so it goes. I hope that you are gearing up for your holiday and your end of the year activities, and all of that stuff is going well. And if you don't have snow where you are, maybe this is a nice sight for you to behold, even if you just mute me and watch it that way. But in any case, if you did walk with me, we got nearly 7 minutes in. And if you didn't, I of course appreciate you watching until the end, regardless. And as always, I will see you in the next video.